If you are not upgrading specific things in the Cycle Frontier early on, you're going to regret it. So I will quickly explain to you exactly how to best use your player's quarters to give you a significant advantage in your progression. If you just upgrade anything anytime you have the resources to do so, you will not be strategically placing yourself in a position to power level your way to the top tier armors and weapons. This will also function as a simple player quarters guide if you know nothing about it, but it'll mostly be to show you tips at how to utilize it better. First, I want you to head to your income generator. There are 4 generators here that all need attention, but what I want you to focus on is getting the ARM and supply crates upgraded as fast as possible. ARM first, as this will allow you to use gear salvage instead of the standard insurance when you drop into a raid. Gear salvage is a necessity for items you can't buy from the space station, like an uncommon backpack. This can only be crafted using materials found in a drop. If you put it on standard insurance, you pay 540 K marks, and if you die, you pretty much get 1350 back in your bank no matter what. In fact, some of you probably don't know how the insurance system really works, and it could lead to some easily correctable mistakes, so this chart will make it super simple. And I'm sorry, I cannot remember where I found this chart, but whoever made it, make yourself known in the comments and I'll give you a shout out. Let's start with the example of using the standard insurance for this bag. If you drop the item by choice in a drop, modify your weapon with attachments, or your teammate picks it up after you die, your insurance will be void. But if you die and an enemy loots your body and takes the bag, even if they evac with it, you will still receive your 1350 K marks from the paid insurance. Now, this is the insurance you need to be using for any items that can be bought at the station: standard weaponry, armors, bags, consumables, etc. But with items like this green bag that you can't buy, always use the gear salvage instead of the standard insurance. To make it simple, as long as a player does not extract with that backpack, it is going to despawn within 45 minutes and you're going to get it back at your income generator. You must use this for items that you can't just buy back. It doesn't matter how hot you think you are, you're going to die a lot. So it's important to have a consistent flow of valuable in-game items coming back to you. Otherwise, the game will get frustrating pretty quickly and it's going to make progression harder. The second generator that you need to focus on upgrading is your supply crate. This refreshes you with new items every day you log in. There's nothing better than logging in for the day with a bunch of new armors, consumables, and even weapons to boost your morale for the upcoming drops, especially when you're just starting out and are low on gear and K marks. Now, they also have a cool little feature in more details where you can see the possible items that every drop may include based off of what level generator you have unlocked. The better you upgrade, the better loot that you can drop into your inventory every day. You should, of course, next work to upgrade your K-mark generator so that you have a constant flow of money to spend at the traders as well. You can run through ammo, meds, and attachments alone pretty quickly, not to mention you buy most of the guns from the factions, and the good ones are pretty expensive. Now, while the generators are important and should not be neglected, they are not the most important upgrade that you need to do early game. And if you've made it this far into the video, I presume you're enjoying the content. Consider subscribing. A new sub is the best way for me to tell that I'm actually making good content and should continue producing cycle videos. Thanks in advance, sweet cheeks. Over at your quarter upgrade station, all of your generators can be upgraded in the order I laid out previously using their applicable trees in the generators tab. But the most important is actually the inventory tab. You need to upgrade your stash so that you can hold all the loot you're going to be bringing back with you. But if you're having trouble extracting or getting out with your mission and job items needed to progress through faction campaigns, you need to be upgrading your safe pocket capacity. This will make your life so much easier in the cycle. Items you place in your safe pockets are guaranteed to be extracted no matter what, even if you die. So increasing the amount of items that you can place in there all throughout your drop is muy bueno. In my drops when I was starting out, and really even now, I was dying with several mission items that were rare drops and hard to find, and taking forever to complete them. Now I place any faction items in my safe pockets as much as I can so that as I'm trying to extract, I always have something to show for it, even when I die. But be aware, all these upgrades we've been talking about require faction tokens, or scripts. You gain these from completing the applicable faction missions and jobs. The safe pocket upgrade requires Korolev scripts. And there's going to be times in a drop where, depending on your starting location, extracts, and other unforeseeable factors, you might have to choose which jobs you want to focus on during this raid. You need to be focusing, at least in the beginning, on getting a few Korolev ones done so that you can get those extra safe pockets. Prioritize their campaign when you have to, but get the ICA and Osiris ones done when you can. Doing this will set you up to progress faster, but it will not help you obtain low-risk, high-end loot while in a drop. But this video will. You can make tons of money while staying on the outskirts of the high PvP areas only by doing this. Right there. That one. Do that one.